We don't have female Elon Musks. We don't have female Albert Einsteins. Like, if women are really that smart, wouldn't we see the results in the world?
Well, Pearl's mouth is moving, which means it's time for another episode of These Are Not Facts, They're Just Things You Made Up to Justify Your Feelings. So let's start by dealing with this idea that there are no female Elon Musks. Now, apparently, Oprah Winfrey building a billion-dollar TV network and Rihanna building a billion-dollar beauty empire both don't count because Pearl thinks that that's commodifying their beauty, and that's easy mode. Yeah, it's nothing to build a billion-dollar company. So it's a good job then that there isn't a hugely popular network TV show that has been running for the last 14 years under the name Shark Tank here in the US that regularly showcases female investors and female entrepreneurs. Or that show is a global hit and has been produced in over 40 countries, because then that would be embarrassing. And even Elon himself owes a large part of his success to women. Now, Elon's most successful company that he started from the ground up is SpaceX. And speaking from personal experience, he's never at SpaceX, but maybe 1 or 2 days a month. Instead, it is Gwynne Shotwell, who has been president and COO for the last 15 years, who has been running the day-to-day operations of the company. Gwynne was vital to negotiating the commercial resupply services contract, which established SpaceX as the first private company to provide both cargo and now crew to the International Space Station. Okay, so let's move on to Einstein, who once again, there's an open question of how much his work on relativity was actually contributed to by his first wife, Mileva Maric. But let's put that aside and agree that no woman has ever fundamentally advanced our understanding of physics in the same way that Einstein did. Well, apart from Marie Curie, the first female recipient of a Nobel Prize in Physics, for her joint work with her husband, researching radioactivity, discovering 2 new elements on the periodic table, and learning that radiation can destroy tumors, the basis of radiation therapy. Oh, and Maria Goeppert-Mayer, who shared a Nobel Prize in Physics for her work developing a mathematical model that described the structures of nuclear shells, a foundation of nuclear physics. Oh, and Andrea Ghez, who also shared a Nobel Prize in Physics for her work in discovering a supermassive object at the center of our galaxy, the Sagittarius A star supermassive black hole. Or Annie Jump Cannon, who classified by hand over 350,000 stars, work described as too tedious for a man to do, and in doing so revised the system of stellar classification that is used to identify stars, the basis of which is still in use today. Or Vera Cooper-Rubin, whose work on galaxy rotation rates not only provided proof of the existence of dark matter, but that it makes up the vast majority of our universe, completely changing our understanding of cosmology. Or Nancy Grace Roman, who contributed important research on high-velocity stars and how we might detect extraterrestrial planets. She would go on to become the first chief of astronomy at NASA, overseeing a number of space telescope projects, which would successfully prove out technological advancements that would be used in her final project that she oversaw at NASA, the Hubble Space Telescope, which not only shattered our understanding of how many galaxies are out there, but in 2001 was the first telescope to detect the atmosphere of an extraterrestrial planet. And then in 2008, became the first telescope to detect the presence of an organic compound, methane, outside of our solar system. Nancy passed in 2018, but her name will live on in NASA's next big space telescope project, the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, which is planned to be launched in 2027 and will continue her legacy by searching for and researching planets that orbit stars outside our solar system. History is littered with the important and vital contributions of incredibly intelligent women. The issue is not that they don't exist, it's that you didn't bother to look.